guys. Just wanted to show my makeup today. Oh, wearing this really pretty dress, as you saw. Got my leftover chicken. People outside, I'm really late. It's actually 7:57 a.m. It's 8 o'clock, so yeah, we go directly to work, and it took a long time to find the outfit and the shirt to go under it and what piece I wanted to wear to cover the arms. I hope everyone's okay though. And then it took a long time to apply to jobs this morning. I finished applying to jobs. It was already like, I started applying to jobs at 7:30, but it was the outfit that took forever because I didn't want to. I could have repeated a dress. I couldn't repeat a dress, and I only had the red one in rotation. And I saw this one. I was like, okay, I can wear this one. I'm really late. I'll get there exactly on time, or at 9. On time for me is 8:40. Hopefully it's faster. I was like, hopefully we don't get a broken down train, but if we do, I will literally I know how to get around it this time. I know what to do this time. Obviously, don't follow the crowd of people that got off the train, which is what I did all my years ever, because those people, it builds up so much, plus the new people, that you'll never get on a train for like an hour. So yeah. Today is like 40s and it's cold. I don't feel it yet because my apartment was really warm and cozy. I did a super long stream yesterday. I woke up fine this morning. It's what I want to do from now on. The coffee fun time. At 6:30 p.m., 6 p.m. Trying to get more interviews with new opportunities. No, I don't really want to count on the ones that I already had. The 2 interviews I had this week. Maybe last week and this week. Whatever those 2 days were. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's payday. I'm excited. Really excited about tomorrow. Fucking late, you can hear the school announcements on the loudspeaker. That's hilarious. Okay, hi. I'm running behind. I must have ate like 6 of those chocolates or more. were so delicious. I'm gonna go see if I saw somebody come in with a red cup in the elevator for a different floor. So I'm gonna see if I could do the Starbucks red cup because I read about it while I was on the train today. So it'll be in the city.
There you go, loud.
Let's go see if the Starbucks has red cup. So they're giving everyone like a free reusable Starbucks red cup. Looks like in the city. So like a light rain right now. Didn't see that in the forecast. Okay, to get it, you have to buy something, a holiday drink. Not buying anything, so I'm not getting it. It's not really free then, is it? I hate reusable cups because they get so gross, and also they are hard to wash. Not like I like non-reusable cups more or anything. It's just that's not much of a. That's why no wonder all the Starbucks and everything, like the line wasn't crazy because it's not really that great a deal. All right. I just finished 1 errand. Now I'm going to the other.
Thank you.
Stop raining now, thank God. Those braids were enough to come out while it started raining. Wow, making me feel so much better. I did really good today. So the day just started off, I got really annoyed because I got like these 2 emails from my boss really early, and I thought he's just forwarding me stuff that I already said, but I was wrong. So I ate my second little fish. It's like a cake. It doesn't really have fish in it. It's just in the shape of a fish pastry from leftover from yesterday. And I was like, because I need to come in like fully concentrated into the situation to find out what I'm doing. And when I did, I got into work. I did everything. It was kind of funny because like at 6 a.m. it was like 6 in the morning. I was like, bruh. I like messaged somebody from India or Hong Kong, one of those. It makes sense that they could be from both because culturally their name sounds Indian, but their location says they're in Hong Kong, which makes sense because maybe they're manufacturers in Hong Kong and it's a fashion company, designer company. Okay, so I was like, I messaged him and I was like, hi, I just want to confirm that, well, what email is best for you? I want to make sure you get the invitation because he's coming to the.
Like right now, I'm sitting in Starbucks. Then I'm gonna go.
They're coming to our office, so I was like, hey, I just want to make sure, like, what is your preferred email? And then when I got to the office, I realized that what my boss forwarded me was them writing to him saying, hey, we received the invitation and this is confirmed. So then I replied back at like 9 a.m. sorry. And because they're 12-hour difference is what I'm saying with Hong Kong and India. That's why I mentioned it, because 6 a.m. is 6 p.m. for them. So 6 a.m. for us is 6 p.m. for them. So literally, it's so nice out. Oh my God. It's like, you can't even see it. It's like dark, gray, gloomy, no rain. It's my favorite weather right here. You can't see it. It looks so bright. It's not though. That's because the sun is still coming through the clouds on the phone. But he's still emailing me more stuff. My goal is not to just finish everything mindlessly. Like I told you guys, I'm always just going to go at the pace I can go. Somehow I can go really fast today. And it was not like that I went fast. It's just the guy, he wrote in the email, he wrote in the message from Hong Kong, India, he wrote like, oh wow, thank you for confirming. He was like, you're so efficient. Let me tell you what he said. I'm afraid to screenshot it because I don't know if it's gonna tell them, but it says, you are very efficient. He's like, have a wonderful day, exclamation point. Next line, it said, you are very efficient, exclamation point. And I felt like putting the reaction emoji praise symbol to him, and I wrote you as well, but I wrote that before he wrote you are very efficient because he typed so fast. So like when he told me have a wonderful day, I wrote you as well, but then when I pressed enter, he already wrote to me. He already wrote you are very efficient. Is that what he said? He wrote you're very efficient, like YOU_RE, very efficient, one exclamation point. But then I wrote you as well, and then, but I didn't mean it for that. And I felt like when he wrote you are very efficient, I felt like putting the praise emoji on him, and then he literally wrote the praise emoji as its own emoji, so it came out like huge. One praise emoji with like brown hands, and I was just like light brown hands, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Like that made my day, and that made me go really fast today. I gotta head back to the office. Gotta do the second errand across the street from the office. So I just want to hear the church bells, and I'll see you guys after. I'm in this really pretty elevator to give them my ID. Learning's learner, just state ID. That I don't drive. I don't have a license. Nor do I ever plan to. I don't plan to. Oh shit! I didn't need to take my hair out. I'll put it back in. Oh, hello. Okay, I also wanted to say that I actually ate 2 slices of cake. You can kind of see the remnants of one, and then I took a whole new slice, and then I went and sat down. I ate the first slice in the kitchen, and then I took a new slice, and then I ate the second slice on my desk. But I wanted to be extremely clear. That is 2 slices. Sweet treat we will. Okay guys, we're at Koreatown. So cute. Best place. I told my boss to stop yelling at me. Definitely getting fired soon. So let's see what happens. Okay, here's this cute little window display. I'm at Mama's. Oh, just Mama. Oh, I just realized the logo. I love it. Let me show you it. Mama, that's a good logo.
We checked it.
I know my order, it's only 1 minute left. I feel so special. Mine is in there, guys. I know my order. He was like staring at me. I really wasn't sure and I was staring back. And he was the guy, I remember I came here during my work lunch and I ordered the cheese.
6 piece.
And I was eating it like steaming hot, like burning myself. They were like, careful, it's hot, but I couldn't resist. Let's watch the process.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which one do you like? Oh, they don't. Yeah, I know where that is. Oh, it's the same company. Oh, they have bottle bugs too.
Look at mine. This is one cute little one.
Want what? You want the beef? And the pork?
I always get this buzzer.
1, 3.
Thank you.
Remember to...
Oh no, thanks. I'll eat it right now. Thanks.
It's just,
Eat it right now. I got napkins. Yo, this is the best place ever. And now they know me. Makes me feel so special. Yeah, we got a soul seat.
Okay, like, I was like, I'm not making this up play.
I didn't like
This is a real thing, like, don't worry about it, but I don't care.
Say hi guys. I have nothing to brace my cup on, so
I literally spent 3 hours
let's
at that I put up there, like, measuring out calibration. Yeah, 0.9, 0.8.
I love it. Definitely get a QMC. Jennifer.
What do you do for a living? I was like, at the chef's job. I was like, okay, and how are you sitting? I was like this.
When I went out today, the girl before
Any
me
other way? And I was like,
was
no.
having the issue I had, which is like trying to meet the credit card minimum of $7. Which is why I used to buy, whenever I buy 2, it's like because I'm trying to hit the minimum as well. Just kidding, like, I mean, for both reasons. And so I brought cash.
Well, make sure you
When he asked me, do you have cash? Because I only bought 1. I said yes. And then he said, how do you know? And I was like, what? And I was like, me? No, me. And then he was like, no, he was talking to the cook. And then I realized the cook was already cooking mine. Just like they did the other day. Which was yesterday. They know my orders. Kind of funny. Yesterday they prepared to, remember? That guy, he made eye contact with me, is a different guy. And it was like a guy with like a darker complexion. I don't know where he's from though. And then this one, he's like lighter complexion. And the day that I went there for my work lunch break, I ordered 2 of these and those 2 guys were there.
And then there's only 2. And then there's like,
They both predicted my order correctly. Yesterday they predicted 2 cheese, and today he predicted 1 cheese.
whatever. It's like nice.
Amazing.
Even 70 individual bags. They're all in one fucking bag.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. When I came in, he was just staring at me like, but you know why though? Because I do it too, typically.
I don't label the bag.
Sometimes whenever somebody looks like a celebrity or somebody I think I know, I look at them really long and like this and like trying to realize if we recognize each other and if I can recognize them, but it's usually not if I have to stare that long. But he did that to me today. So. Arugula.
My rage was
Prevent overdevelopment. That's her whole day.
Tomorrow I'll come back again.
She walks every day. She's on no medication. She's got a grocery store a walk from her.
And this guy that gave it to me today, when I bought it, he said, "Be careful, it's hot." Best place ever.
You go out on the street with her and stop at people. I'm like, oh my gosh, she really got little paradise. I don't want it. But
For her,
for
this for your
her,
$8 for someone's mom, that's a great fucking.
I'm so glad.
It didn't take many trips for them to learn me. They always have different stuff.
Really good, like
Neither one of my parents.
scanning, like who do I know who's in this kind of situation? No,
My
nobody.
father did not need me. Wow, what a gift. Now, of course, he's left his wife and she's desolate, but we just have to go spread his ashes on the boat sometime next spring. But,
But if I die,
Yeah.
just so you know, I want to be cremated and I want to go into the James.
okay.
I'm not feeling for the acting on it.
Okay.
Right. Don't take me to Chick Fees, right?
That's so cute.
You don't have to go to Chick Fees. Just take me to Richmond,
I would never
the Nickel
take
Bridge.
you to fucking
Thank you. Just have to make sure.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Like,
It's hot.
the Nickel Bridge or
Yeah.
one of those little
You
islands.
have to be discreet.
I know. I know.
Oh, I'm gonna go swimming.
Well, I didn't know there's an upstairs and another upstairs. Oh my god.
With our fish, we had this big ass
I thought this was the only space.
fish. Forgot what it was called. It was like this big. And it had its own like, giant fucking tank. And when it died, we were like, oh, this is its name.
I like down here though, the vibe.
Like this guy. But can't flush it. Like, we were living in Tobacco Road. We're like, let's take him to the James. Let's throw him in the James. Let's have a ritual with Otis. Okay. And then I'll walk on down there. Otis, blah, blah, blah. Right? Into the James. Like 3 days later, 2 days later, there's terrible outbreak in the James River or something. Of course, it had nothing to do with us. But we were like, oh my god, if we do that, probably more like the chemical company. You know?
More, yeah.
Some red thing that fucking crowded.
I never ate. Made with love.
Yeah. I have fruit. Salad about 2.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah. Okay. Are there restaurants here? People. Let's get a bit of food. You need to get something.
No, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make this one.
Really? Yeah.
Okay, great.
Sit there. Yeah, you can sit there.
Okay, thank you.
What did you get?
I got, no, the green ones, like beef, number 18, the beef with ribs and soup, and the soup.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yours looks good too.
I had the kimchi doing that. That was that
From here.
Shandy.
Yeah,
I
that's
got one of
good.
those. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
But you got yours from here.
No, I sometimes come here for the soup. But today I got the beef.
Okay. Okay.
So I usually either come here or come
Yes.
here. I always choose this.
Have you tried anything?
Okay. And I was almost either year or
Okay. I was curious because this is my first time, and I'm like, oh, this is just on instinct. I don't know.
I guess if you like, because I like to have something with soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want the dry stuff, I think there's one, my daughter got that one over there, like taking like how pieces and
Okay guys, that was really pleasant. Okay, let's see how much it costs to get a triangle thing to eat from BBQ Chicken. And if we can afford it, we'll get it. I have $3.75 in cash left and $3 on in my account left. Yeah. To go home today, so I'll get it paid tomorrow.
That, I mean, you say come on W twice a day because of the label that says you can do that.
Alright. Going to BBQ Chicken. Let's do a price check. I might not be able to afford it because it's tax. But I don't really care because I'm kind of full. Oh, it smells so good, like garlic chicken. Oh, these are $2.99, and I have $3.75. So they have a Cajun triangle bibimbap, gochujang triangle kimbap, and then tuna mayo triangle kimbap. Shit, I don't know what a kimbap is. I think it's rice, and I want to do I don't know what like gochujang and triangle have in it, but I'm gonna do the tuna mayo, plus it's almost gone, so let's just see how much it is. Okay guys, I got it. It was $3.25. There was so many seats. Okay, lucky me. Let me sit down and talk to you then. Okay. So it's pretty much over for me. The remnants. Alright. Champagne problemas de Cuto. I said champagne problemas de Cuto. Champagne problemas de Cuto. Okay guys, let's eat this. Okay. Okay guys, so we're not, I don't think I'm gonna get fired, but I do think that I'm not in a good place anymore, and he's gonna want me to quit, so he's making my life like it's hell, guys. If you know, you know, and I've told you guys so many times, they don't fire you. Didn't I tell you guys? We talked about this. First, they take away your project. Then you feel like everybody doesn't like you. You feel like you're doing something wrong all the time. You feel like you're always doing something wrong, but you're not. Okay, so this is what happened. So today I kind of realized like what my favorite thing to do is. And I realized because of the struggle that I was going through, I realized what it was and everything. I realized what it was and everything, and I know you're watching to see if I could do this right? And I realized what I love doing, which is what I told you guys already. I love doing Excel, so I'm gonna start at the hardest part. Is I was in my boss's office, and he just kept yelling at me, and I said, please. I said, stop yelling at me, please. Fire material. Getting fired material. Now, I think that honestly, okay, you guys think I'm just exaggerating? He's just gonna try to give me cancer or make me quit before he would ever fire me. And I don't know if that's because of unemployment. I don't know what it's about, but I'm clearly not liked. Alright? Let me tell you guys, I did an A-OK, A+, super amazing, beautiful job today. So today, I spent all morning. Oh my god, this is so good, so spicy. This is so amazing. Very good. Trying to correct this one piece of data. The design team already converted my Excel sheet into a PDF. They used InDesign. I know how to use that too. And then they converted it into a PDF, and I'm like, oh shit. If this data's wrong, he's gonna have to do it again with that one edit. Which really wouldn't be a problem for them, but of course I like to be efficient. And so I finally found out the piece of info I was waiting to hear back from was actually correct. So I got really excited. When I'm going up to my seat, the graphic designer, the one I dreamt about, that I was using his credit card and buying face creams, and he was upset and about the anime figures and living in the suburbs after that dream. Yeah, this is my other podcast. You need to hear that. He was like, I printed a copy and left it on your desk. Ever since I ever came to this job, he was always really nice to me. So, really excited. I took it to the president, and I was like, here, it's done, I'm gonna just mail it out, whatever. I didn't say that. I was like, okay, it's done. He looks at it, he's like, it's wrong. It's wrong. He's like, I don't want to have to do this myself. He circles one. He's like, this for sure should not be on here. He's like, this is the wrong list. I'm like, okay, well, this is the only list that we have. This is the only list that I was given. It's a Excel file with 3 tabs. He's like, this is wrong. The whole thing is wrong. He's like, just send it to me. I'll do it myself. But before he said that part, I said, stop yelling at me, please. And then he said to me, we started talking at the same time. He said, stop talking over me. And then, it's just a losing battle here. The thing is, all my bosses in the past, I come to you, you're supposed to let me fucking talk, okay? Because I'm coming to you. When I used to go to my old bosses, I'm not gonna tell you my secrets and my exact structure, but I talk. If you weren't paying attention earlier in this podcast, I'm very efficient, okay? So, I'm serious. I'm really good at this job. And so, I'm amazing at this job. So, the thing about me talking over him is, he doesn't let people speak. What he does is he scrambles your mind, and then he asks you an off-guard question, and then you're, let me check. That's me all the time. You know, what about you let me orient the conversation, ask the questions, give the data, like normal people. But no, he just wants all the control, you know, micromanaging everything, whatever. I don't even give a fuck, okay? I didn't want to go into too many of the details today because I didn't come here to complain or vent or anything. I came here to go a little deeper today. It's just down to the fact he fucking hates me. He's trying to give me cancer. You're dull. You're so stupid. Why do you think someone's trying to give you cancer? How could someone give you cancer? He's trying to press my little cortisol stress buttons all the time to make me. What happens is like then you release cortisol, and if you have too much or also other bad hormones, they can like destroy the cells and lead to like this is like chemical warfare basically right now. Because our bodies are chemicals. When I told you I did like so perfectly all day today, so many tasks. And my spreadsheet looks just so gorgeous. He successfully identified the tasks I don't like doing, and he just keeps asking me to do them. It's, you guys, if I showed you, you would never believe me. At like 5 p.m. today, he tells his wife, like, why don't you guys do that school form now in like an email? And then she goes, let's do it tomorrow. And I told her, like, we told them both that I'll call you tomorrow at 11 a.m. and keep trying to connect with you until we get it done. He replies at like, it's like 6 p.m. Why not do it now? Yeah, it's really bad. It's bullying, trying to make someone cry, trying to make you cry, trying to make you go into why is this happening to me? Fuck that, I'm not no fucking victim. I see exactly what the fuck you're doing. I have experience. And this is just pure insanity, evil, cheapness, and also greed, extreme greed. It's just like, I'm just gonna work her to death because I am that good. One thing is that I'll never fall for that. I will never just be like overexerting myself. I always work at a pace that maintains my efficiency, correctness, and so that my work is right when I submit it. And I told you guys since the first week of vlogs, I always just keep trying to orient myself so I understand what's going on. I told you guys, people come up to me, like 2 people at a time, and they're all talking about 2 different things, and I'm talking about something else, and everybody's like confused. We're all 3 talking about different stuff. I don't entertain it anymore. I always orient myself. Most of the time the answer is, I don't know. Ask someone else, you know? Oh. End of day. I'm writing out the most beautiful emails ever. I wish I could show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys when I go home. I'll show you. It looks so beautiful. And I'm gonna like try to cover the content because it just looks so nice. Like I want to put it in my video, but I don't want to show you because then you're copying me, so I can't show you. But I took the entire list. I broke it up into sections. It was already color coded from the person who was before me. It looked so pretty. Pasted it into a new email for every single group of people. Emailed them all together. Sent out all those emails. I got the best responses ever. Oh my god. Not everyone responded. One guy told me to correct all of his to another category. Amazing. And then the meanest guy ever, the one who kept telling on me in the beginning, he'd be like, oh, I'm so confused, I don't know when this is happening, because like he was just trying to blame me like that, like I made like error or whatever. But like I'm not stupid. Like that was like the first thing I learned how to do doing this job, and yes, I made the mistake, but I was also confused because of, you know, the president. Okay. That was a couple weeks ago in October. And then he was always bullying me like he would be telling on me to the president. And you know I'm in a really bad position because the office manager stopped bullying me. Whenever you're about to get let go, certain people already know and they give you a look like they feel sorry for you. And then you're like, why am I getting that look? And then you get let go. But I'm getting that look like kind of from the office manager. Like she's just like sympathy, nice, all of a sudden helpful even. So she's gonna give me one thing to do today. I didn't even do it. I told her I was gonna do it while I was walking to the errands, but it started raining, so I had to hold my umbrella so I couldn't use my headset. All that. And so the guy who was telling on me all the time has called him Fish, and Fish was like, one day the president brought him into the office and he was like, Fish was trying to get the president to hire somebody, and Fish was arguing for the person's salary. The president goes, $17 an hour. You think you like, that's fine. Just tell them it's $17 an hour. I'm not gonna pay more. He was like, the president tells Fish that the door is open. Like, because the Fish is just standing in the door and they're talking. Usually, like, his door is always closed because the conversations there are just crazy. And if you go into his office, you better fucking close that door fast. And if you don't, he already takes his phone off speaker and then holds it in his hand. Like, that's how confidential everything is and crazy everything is. And president tells Fish, he goes, do you think anybody here gets paid more than $17 an hour? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, am I getting paid $17 an hour? So I went to ChatGPT. I typed in my salary after New York taxes, and it was not. It was not. But then after that, he lied. So the president lied. Then after that, Fish stopped bullying me because he thought that I only got $17 an hour. So now he's not jealous that I'm on salary and he's on commission anymore. So thank God. And see, I told you guys also in the beginning of the vlog, like when things were good, I told you guys, like, sometimes I just think he's like yelling at me in front of everyone to protect me, because if I was the only person he doesn't yell at, then everyone would be jealous of me and whatever. I told you guys that too. Well, that was definitely like a protection. And then, so Fish actually messaged me. Fish used to hate me. He used to tell me all the time, try to get me fired. He would always be like confused. He would be like, is this confirmed? Like, just because I made a mistake one time. Because I was overwhelmed. Because of the president. But then, you know, anyways. You know, I mostly try to keep my cool, but I told you guys when I started making mistakes. So, Fish actually replied to me today. I emailed him last. So first, I did sections of people, right? Because Fish. I did sections of people. He's ugly, by the way. Oh, that's kind of my type, isn't it? Okay. So I did sections of people, but I did it strategically. All of the managers, I did them last. And Fish, I did the very, very, very last. As I was sending out these group emails, it's kind of like a little mini blast almost, just to get my data up to date for the spreadsheet. I know that people could shut me down. Like, one person just forwards that to the president and they just don't decide they don't like it. It was perfect, by the way. I'm sure everyone was super impressed. Then the president can text me. I have to stop doing what I'm doing, which is my preferred work anyway. So I did strategically. First I did some easy ones, some non-aggro people. Then I did the bigger ones, longer lists, and then even more tedious was the ones that only had one each. So I did all those. I hated it. I finished everything like all before 6 as well, like right at 6. And then so finally it's Fish's turn. I sent it to him. As I was walking home with my coffee, I read it. He writes to me, I'll check this tonight and let you know. Like, guys, if I was their profession, I would already have it memorized. Like, yeah, this is this, this is this, this is, like, he would just know, and he does know, but it doesn't matter. At least he replied to me. And before that, somebody replied to me, I told you already. He wrote, yeah, these are all not this, they're this. And I was like, yes, like, that's the answer I needed to do the final update. So, person calls me. He tells me there are 2 people who are lingering outside his office. He's like, bring everybody into my office, everybody at the same time. So I told those 2 people to go in. And before I told him, I said, I found it. It's on tab 3. He's in the Excel sheet already. I see you can see them when they move. He goes to tab 3. He goes, yes, this is it. And I said, don't worry, I got it. I'm going to update it. I had to completely gut it and update it. So what I did, guys, took the info from tab 3, traced it back, laced it back to tab 1. Guess what? Every single thing that was in tab 1 was in tab 3. All the info was already wrong from the last person. It's a bullshit project. It's made up. He invented something completely new that was never rolled out. It was never sent to external people ever before. He invented it on September 10th, 2025. And the person before me, she started. The person before me, she started. I started on September 25th, 2025. There you have it. You're just fucking making everything up. How are you gonna say I'm doing something wrong that was never ever done before? I'm doing it for the first fucking time. That's why I'm finding all the mistakes. I'm finding everything. People are telling me like, hey, you spelled my name wrong, blah blah blah. It was not even me. I don't know how the fuck the girl before me, how she can't even fucking spell. And she's so good at everything. She's so nice. Honestly, the truth is she probably moved so fast through their tasks that she made a lot of typos because she's probably doing more than one thing at one time to satisfy their case. I mean, it's not her. It's not a problem. But it's kind of funny now because when I started there, they just kept referring to her a lot and telling me to message her. So at one point, like 1 or 2 or 3 points, I had to message her, like to unlink an air tag and about that list. But that was a long time ago. And everything else I just figured out on my own, even though they kept telling me to ask her. I thought it was really weird because I'm like, you're not even paying her. Like, why do I have to keep asking her? Like, and I told you guys in my earlier podcast, like, I did not, there's no onboarding, which I don't really care. I can always figure everything out, but it's the hardest job I ever had. And then, yesterday he did it too. He was like, it was like 6:30 p.m. He's like, why don't you do it now? As soon as the CEO leaves, I leave. Because he leaves last. He leaves last. And, it was like 6:30, 6:11, 6:15, 6 o'clock. He leaves. And so today I said, okay, I'll ask her. I'll ask her what she did before. And like, it's like now, like, he doesn't, this is the second time. And I said that about something else too before, but even though I say that, I never asked her. I figured it out by myself. I was like, I think it's tab 3. It had a weird name and everything on the tab 3. Like, it was tab 3 though, but it was the same thing as tab 1. Like, that's what I'm telling you guys. It was already wrong. Just like everything else in this whole time. And then I figured it out as tab 3, so he called me on the phone to tell me to bring in the other people, but as I'm on the tab, I'm like, it's tab 3. I was like, I found it, it's tab 3. He's like, okay, yeah, this is it. He's like, you gotta update it. I was like, don't worry, I got it. I just took control of that just naturally. I was like, yeah, I got it. Like, I understand what to do. I know how to do data. I know how to do Excel. I understand this kind of project. And so, anyways, I didn't have to call her, but I noticed, to end the story full circle for you, I noticed that he started getting mad about whenever I brought her up. Now, like, you know, in the beginning, he's trying to bring her up. He's kind of saying, like, I'm not jealous of her, and, you know, because that's the person that had your role before. Like, the reason why I wasn't jealous of her was because she left me a whole bunch of snacks in the drawers. She's always nice. Every time I write to her, she replies right away. And she was sweet to me in the interview, but she was really stern. But I knew she was nice because she made me pass on to the other rounds. And she tried to warn me about all this, but she put it in a document and she sent it to my personal email, but I didn't have access to the document. I asked her for access. She didn't know what I was talking about, and she gave me access to something else. And she sent me a separate list of all the stuff she does to me and copy the president. That's like the first day, second day, third day I started. And I told you guys when I started this podcast about this, I told you guys I believe that they gave me certain stuff, like let's see if she lasts that long, and then we'll give her the other stuff. Then we'll start adding her to these groups. Then we'll start giving her this. Then she could do this, like, because I made it that far. So it really wasn't until like the first week, end of the first week, and like the days were so broken up because there were so many like Jewish holidays, and then the weekends as well. So like it wasn't until like the 5th business day, 7th business day that I got the list from her, because I just want to see. She was also busy, but also I think I just want to see, like, is she gonna just quit on the first day or whatever, because it is really hard. And then so in the beginning they always talk about her, they praise her a lot and everything. And then as I started seeing like all the mistakes that were made, like I don't know who made them. Some of the stuff was dated back to like 2016. You could literally see like the last time it was edited, whatever. And sometimes they even wrote it, you know. And like I don't know who did it, you know, whatever. But there were so many mistakes. Like everything I tell you guys, I just keep fixing all these mistakes that were made by previous people. And how like every time he talks to me, he pretends that I did it, but I told you guys, I always stand up for myself and say, hey, I didn't mess this up, you know. And then I actually always fix everything. So then the one of the guys, remember I told you guys there's this one guy that really likes me. He doesn't like me, but he's really, really the best person in the office too. The one that was standing when I was covering for the office manager, he was standing there, and then governor came and took the candy like he's not supposed to. If you watch the story, you know what I'm talking about. And the guy that always like is the best person in the office to me was standing there and saw and knew that was wrong, whatever. Governor doesn't bother me anymore, but he really does like when I message him. I don't really think so, but he always responds to my text like immediately. And I think he likes me because I know you guys are like, no, but I know this guy, he likes me because we have chemistry. Like literally everything I told you, the whole stories, right? I dreamt of him, whatever. But how he ignores me now, but then when I text him and call him, he picks up the first ring. Like everybody else is not like that. I call people, they ignore me, they ignore my emails. You see what I'm saying? Am ignored my emails. This guy, he was trying to be my friend at first. In the kitchen recently, he said, hi Suarez, how are you? And I just said hi, and I didn't say anything else. Office manager was listening to us from her desk. We're in the kitchen. I didn't want to do the water cooler talk in front of her. She's listening to everything. Everything just echoes throughout all the halls. And then I just grab whatever I'm getting and just go sit down. And like, I just don't make friends with him. And every time he goes and leaves the doors, sees me, whatever, he doesn't, he looks at me. He actually doesn't look at me. He doesn't look at me. And then he just leaves. Well, actually, he looks at me. Like, we look at each other, but then we just leave. He leaves. We don't talk. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. But every time I text him, answer. Every time, whenever we interact now, we totally ignore each other. I know you guys think that I'm crazy, but I'm really not. I know this guy. He was really cute when he had his curly hair, but I know that he was flirting with me. Also, when he flirts with everybody. But I also know that this guy, I know there's something there, because now he completely cut me off, but then he's still really nice. If somebody hates you or they're indifferent, they would prioritize their own work, they wouldn't care about answering you, stuff like that. But everything he did has helped me. So anyways, so he was there. I'm like, I can do it from my work. Okay. So the guy who always treats me the best with their when Governor took the candy. If you know that story, you heard that story in my podcast. But that guy who was always there, he told me one time, I was like doing something and he said, oh, you did it like much better than the other girl. You're much more efficient. So then I started realizing, oh, like I'm actually better than her. Like even though she's really nice, she's so caring and sweet and nice. And she's really smart, and really efficient too. But she made a lot of mistakes with like the typos. It's the only mistake I know she made. The other mistakes could have been made by like other people. You know, like who knows? But and she doesn't sound like a mistake maker because she did a lot of stuff really right. But she was faster than me, but I am more efficient. I'm also not gonna let somebody rush me and like, you know, work me to death when they don't even care. So anyways, that person, so he let me on to like I'm actually better than the previous girl. So the last 2 times I mentioned it, because it seemed to be the only thing that would console the president, is like when I bring up her name or whatever. So the last time, like it was the day before yesterday or whatever, I was like, I'll ask her. And then today, I'll ask her. The day before yesterday when I said that, he's like, I don't care about what she wrote. He literally said that. So basically I just turned their own poison against them. Like they try to make me jealous about the previous girl, make it seem like, oh, she's better than you, she's all knowing, and go ask her how to do it. You can't do it, whatever. And every single time I do something, they're like, oh, did you ask the other girl? And I'm like, no, I just figured it out. No, I just use Google Maps. Like literally. Like I just be like, no, you know. And same thing with the third tab, I just figured it out. I started realizing, because there was incongruences between what everyone is saying and what they're looking for. But I just know that whatever he's requesting, because of his pattern of lying, I just know it was never done before. So that's the last thing I had to say was today when I said, I'll ask her. It didn't bring him any, like it did not make him happy at all. He didn't even say anything. But like it didn't bring him like the comfort it would bring like before, when everyone was so much like, just ask her, you know. Just call her, you know. Anyways, I see you guys. Let's go now. Okay, it's 7:29. Let's go home. That was really fun and delicious, and I'm glad I got to tell the story and let it out. It's come to the point that it's war, but I'm playing defense, and basically I'm just gonna ignore everything. I can't finish all the work. You guys don't know what it's like. It's like
Side jobs.
I get spammed old emails all the time. They keeps bringing back up like the same reminder over and over again. And it was to the point where, because when I started, I knew how to prioritize, but then as I continued the journey here, I realized that perhaps the things that it's whatever he wants me to do, that is the new priority, even though it seems fucking dumb. So I started doing my priority list in that order. It's like, he's not gonna stop asking me about this. Every time he sees me, he's gonna yell at me about it. Even walking by my cubicle, he's gonna yell at me about it. He's gonna forward the emails, he's gonna spam me in text messages with exclamation points. It is that bad. So whatever he says, I do, except today. I don't really wanna do all those tasks. And so war has begun. I am going to be getting in a lot of trouble for now. This always happens to me. It's just a point of rebellion because for my other jobs, I told you guys, like, I always start off perfect. But then I start going haywire. Is that the right word? Like literally, like I start dyeing my hair blonde or I start wearing a lot of makeup. But like I always rage out. I always rage, like, in my creative, physical appearance. And when it used to happen, like all of a sudden just bleaching my hair and going to work, like working 9 to 5. I mean, like, I bleached this thing like platinum blonde. And, like, when it used to happen, I didn't look at it as raging out, but it's kind of like, okay, I did realize that there's a correlation between the increased pressures at work, like the same thing that's going on now. Lots of work you don't want to do. Remember I told you guys back when I used to have the bleach blonde hair, I didn't leave the office till 10 p.m. every night. But that was also my first job, so like my first real job, 9 to 5. Well, actually, my internship was exactly the same, but I used to give my paycheck to my dad, which he said he doesn't remember, for 2 summers. So for this one,
But then I went to Mexico in like 9.
I was like the first one I get paid, and I use all my money. I tell you guys, I just use all my money to pay bills. So when I was done there for 3 years, I was like, fuck it, and I just quit. Because people don't understand, like, I'm doing so much work, but I don't get to keep any of the money, and I don't get to like use it for stuff I want to. I only pay bills, like that's all I do. So that's why it's never that hard for me to leave these jobs, because nobody understands my point of view. It doesn't matter if you don't understand or not, but that is my point of view, is like, basically it's like you're working for nothing. So anyways, and then like also like every single time I go to any job, it's because I get trained up so much that I actually become the best person. Even if it's an early job, even if I was really junior at the job, it's like what happens is like I end up getting really good teachers, bikers. End up getting really good teachers, or learning the best, or getting really good onboarding, somebody really guiding me through, or I just get really lucky and I just do it perfectly the first time. Whatever my journey was, I just always do everything really good the first time. And I mean, not the first time, I always do it the best. And I know because I work so hard. It's not because I work hard, but it's because I work so hard. I got compliments from very important people in my life. Like a random ass. I told you guys already today when it was raining outside, I told you guys that random compliment, that person does not even know me, but they could see my character through text message. Like you cannot deny my energy. Let me tag myself in. The reason why, like, even though I was crying at the end of one of my vlogs, podcast while I was in this train right here, a couple podcasts ago, they might break me, but they're not able to break me because everybody already let me down. Like, I'm about to cry as I say this. Like, everybody already let me down. Like, these people don't understand, like, how far down I've been. Like literally, like, look at the whole internet even. Like, everybody just so mean to me, especially, like, for no reason. Of course, as I got older, I started doing more things on purpose. Like, wearing the outfits I like. When I start doing the cute doll style with crop tops and miniskirts, it's because I realized, like, wear what you want to wear what you like, because YOLO. And so, like, I just start realizing, like, about life. There's a seat next to a dog, and nobody's taking it, but the dog is sitting on the floor. I'm like, I'm not taking that seat. Fuck that shit. I gotta wait for the next train. But yeah, so basically it's like he's gonna keep trying to harass me, break me. I mean, everybody does, but it's like the extent that this is to me, like, the internet bullying is like nothing now. Like, the people that come in, they write dumbass comments. I don't even make videos about it anymore. I'm just like, these people are stupid and they know it, and then they leave so fast now. I don't know if it's because of the ads, or if they go to my YouTube and they see my playlist called My Chat is Dump Asses. So I think they kind of maybe get a little smarter now. The people leave me alone really fast now. Like, it's not like before. And one guy didn't. He actually bothered me a lot, was really mean to me. And then he left, and then he came back a couple hours and continued to harass me. And he was like writing in all caps, trying to yell at me and stuff. And this was like 2 days ago. I banned him, and then after that I got gifted a sub later, way later that night. So I just know, like, all the right things are coming for me. I know I'm gonna find my people one day. And, like, all this is happening for a reason. Like, I really believe that. Like, I'm even thinking about just, like, I'm trying to switch jobs, I know, but when I'm trying to switch, I'm trying to also get a raise. But I think I might actually just go for I might go for like temporary and contract positions. I know I'm in a full-time position. I know I'm making more, but I don't know if I'll take a pay cut, but I'll definitely gonna do for less time though. Not long, still 40 hours a week, but not a full-time. I think I might look for temp and stuff because I think it's important I find a good fit. So basically I'm just doing everything amazingly, right? So all they're trying to do is exactly what I told you in the beginning of the podcast when I was just 1 week here. I already saw through it all. I said they're just going to try to use me because I'm really senior level. I have 6 years of experience, but I'm really smart because I just know how to do stuff. I love computers and stuff. So like I told you guys, like, who the fuck loves Excel? I do. And anyways, so like because I know how to do stuff, and he's trying to use me for all the stuff. He's using me for dumb projects, dumb things. He make me do everything for him. That is like really like, and he's piling it on. He's being really mean. He yells about everything. And this is not just like everybody. This is just like a use me really fast. Like I told you guys already, I don't have time to interview. I had to decline an interview. They actually declined me because they told me that my hours that I could interview, they were not available at that time. They said 9:30 to 6 or 9:30 to 5, something like that. And only and so I just wrote thank you, but I basically got declined from that because of my availability. So like the hours itself are not helpful. I mean, if I ever come to like a civil place of understanding with him, and if he's this is what I think the negotiation is. It's like, you don't want me, right? You don't want me to work here, but you can't fire me because then you have to probably pay me unemployment. That's the only reason I could think why he's not firing me. And also, on the other hand, I think it's because he's never going to find somebody who's as good as me for how much he's paying. And then the next thing I think, that's what I think, but definitely the unemployment part is probably why he's not firing me. But I also think obviously there has to be more than that, because paying unemployment costs less than paying me what I make now. So you see, that's why I think that I'm somewhat valuable here. Or I would just get fired, guys. I'm telling you, they will just fire you. Like, I just don't understand why I'm not getting fired. And cute dog quotes 2025. I just don't understand why I'm not getting fired. I really don't. Okay, so anyways, because I told you all the reasons right there. I think that's why I'm not getting fired. Those reasons. I think I am that good. I really do. And the best part about it is, like, I'm so humble. I fix everything. Everybody likes me. All of the people, they just keep coming up to me asking me for their checks, and I'm like, guys, I don't have it. Like, that's not really my job. That's the office manager's job, and I only was covering for her just because I covered for her 2 times giving out checks. They always come to me for their checks now, and I'm just like, because they don't always get one, I told you, and they don't have any. But that office manager, some people told me that she's really mean to them every time they ask her for one. But this time I tell them, like, they even be emailing me. They'll be like, they email me, and in the subject line, it's like, let me know if you got any checks for me. Today is Thursday, it's a check day. And I told all of them, I was like, they all came up to me in person too. I swear, it was so many of them. They all was like, do I have a check? Do you have a check for me? I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, she has it. And then I said, the office manager has it. And then for one of them, I told them, like, I was just covering for her that one time. Only if I'm covering for her, then I'll have it, and I'll email you so you'll know. They all came to me, like, I'm just magnetic and effective. Like, this guy, he would just walk through a passageway, and the president was there. President went, and he was like, after you, and I was like, no, it's okay. And he was like, there's no way, like, and he just waited there, and I just said thank you, and I went. And he also told me, like, sorry for not replying to your email, but then he let me come into his office today, and he fixed everything on the list in person, so I didn't have to email him again. It was perfect and amazing. He even gave me feedback on the list, which I already told him, like, I'm already doing that. Like, know, I hate when I'm like that, but I already know this stuff. I already was gonna do all those things. And that's the hardest part about it, is like, you're already gonna do all this stuff, but like you're already gonna write that, whatever, you just don't even have the time to write what you were gonna write. But it was good reinforcement and validation as well. So anyways, like that boy was cute. Like, these boys are like really cute. And yeah, so like these really, really cool high level people are telling me that I'm good at stuff. These really high level people are responding to my emails. Non-responsive people, I told you guys about that meeting that Am did with the class and how that turned out. Like, I know I'm really amazing, I make a difference here, but I don't want to stay here because even though the company makes a lot of money, they're not giving their employees enough stuff. And I think that, like, I can't even ask for more stuff because nobody has anything. Like, imagine me, like, I'm struggling so much. I have more than all of them. Like, I get a salary. Some of them, the department I work closely with, they get commission. And then I have like all these nice things, that eat nicer lunches, you know. And sometimes when they eat good, and you know, it looks nice, and I look at their food too, it does look nice. But you know how it is, like, you don't always get to eat. And then it's like I can't even ask for like a nicer computer or whatever, because nobody has. We all have the same kind of computer. Like, it's not like my other jobs, like where I was like superior, but also, oh, this is my train. It can't be anything there. The favorite system's already determined, the manager's already picked, the favorites are already picked. Even if they're not good skill level, like the office manager is one person who's highly favored just because she worked there for 15 years. She doesn't do anything. She lets everything slip under the rug. She just always replies to every email, but it's never a solution. She's just brushing it off or asking you a question back. It's like nothing ever gets done with her, and she just selectively does one or two things. Like, so I was really shocked when he gave me the feedback that he's like, oh, what you're doing is really harmful, because if you don't see anything, then I just think it's done, which is bullshit, because the office manager doesn't, you know.
This stop is 23rd Street.
Anyways, let's go. This was the construction that was happening all the time, where they're always like, you forgot, don't cross the street. Or the construction workers are always, they're really nice ones, were always telling me, oh, I can't even cross here. Fuck. I couldn't see. I didn't want to cross over there though. But they made this nice entranceway. It looks so pretty. I'm trying to do this. There's a truck there blocking the corner. See it? And a blind spot for people who are signaling right to get into that lane. So I didn't want to cross there because it's very dangerous. You know, I swear to God, there was never this. Okay, in Boston, I remember I was 18 years old. I went to college in Boston. That was the first time I saw right on red. And I was like, what? But I was always in a car. Only basically walking around campus or to my apartment, whatever. That's the only time I really leave. Or when we go to the Peru and we take the T. Stuff like that, I leave. But basically I was always in a car just watching these right on reds. Like, seeing my driver turn right on a red was freaking me out, because when I was 18 in New York, they didn't have that. But this is the first time. I know I also haven't been outside in a long time. Well, I know all summer 2025 I was outside getting food every day. But all those roads did not have that. I just feel like this is a new thing, that these cars are like turning into traffic lanes that are moving. I mean, they're turning into walk signs, and there's dual path traffic, and they're doing wide turns with a lot of blind spots for the driver and also for the person crossing the street, which is like terrifying for me. I just told you guys, totally currently traumatized and scared of cars, but It's one fear that I just keep throwing myself into every day because I have to walk to get home and stuff. Like, I know I have to do it, so I just keep doing it, but my trauma response keeps coming out every time. Anyways, this feels like a nice walk. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Lost Ark. I'm gonna try to make some rate, and then I'm going to watch all my favorite shows and edit this video and release it, and then I'm gonna sleep. But I'm wide awake, so the coffee was awesome and so excited. And I don't know if I told you guys, but I knew today was really the day that I know I'm really in trouble, because it's the first day I took my shoes home. Well, it's actually the second time I took my shoes home. Ooh, scary. Oh my god. It's the second time I took my shoes home. And that means, like, if I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like going to work, I feel like quitting, or what if my boss just texts me, like, I'm thinking all these things, like, what if my boss just texts me, just don't come in today, whatever, like, you're fired, whatever. So I'm just thinking about all these things and everything I left in the office. My 1/8 of a bottle of honey that's upside down on the flat part with the bear upside down, and my cinnamon I left there intentionally, even my pink notebook, all left there intentionally. Took the pen in my bag. I'm gonna bring it back though. And you know, I love those inky pens, but I have so many at home. But honestly, I remember when I like ran out of ink and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because I love journaling, but luckily I got a new supply. And yeah, I literally ran out of ink, and you know I had mad pens, so like I'd be using that. So, and I only use one pen. This is the inky, you know it, the G Pilot pen with the blue or the black. That's all I use. If I had more colors, I would use those too, but it has to be the gel, those jelly inky pens. It's not a gel pen, you know what it is. Anyways, oh my god. So that's all I'm gonna do tonight. Try to enjoy my night every night that I go and I get coffee from the office, and just try to have the rest of my day to myself, and just gonna ride it out till the end. You know, there's gonna be one job I'm smart enough to not to try to please anyone, to always do everything right and perfect, do it at my own pace, and just keep switching tasks to the one that they keep rotating on me. I could switch. Nothing's ever gonna get done, but I keep switching. But I'm not gonna go faster. Don't care. I go at my pace, and it's not slow at all. I'm actually super fast. So anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna let anyone burn me out if that's the intention. I'm not gonna get distressed. I'm not gonna cry at work. I told you guys a couple of podcasts ago, if I have a mental breakdown at work, I'm just gonna take all my stuff and I'm just gonna leave, go take a walk, eat a dessert. But now the plan revised. I'm gonna take my bag and my coat, my sneakers, put my flats on my bag, and I'm just gonna walk to the train and just go home. And that's all I'm gonna do. Okay? If it comes to a point where I'm gonna break, like if I'm gonna cry, have a panic attack, if I'm scared, if I just freak out, if I can't keep my composure, I'm not gonna sit there and cry. I'm not gonna go to the bathroom and cry. I'm not gonna go take a walk on a lunch break and then come back and sit in the office upset all day. I'm gonna take my coat, put on my sneakers, take my pants and put it in my bag, and take my flats, put it in my bag, and I'm just gonna go, you know, be like, get some food real quick, because the office manager always asks you where you're going. You're obligated to have a lunch break, so, and I never take mine, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, just get some food, and just get on the fucking train and go home and stream. That's what I'm gonna do. if he does that to the point where I have a breakdown, I'm just doing a rehearsal for myself. That I just want to do. I'm just going to get on the train and go home and play video games. That's it. Okay? That's it. Like, tomorrow's payday. But if I can't make it to the next paycheck, at least I would have like 2 weeks of, if I'm jobless for 2 weeks, that means that I get to play streaming and video games for 2 weeks. So I do not want to be sad about this. And unfortunately, it's all of these like mental preparations that I do that make me have like such good days and be so resilient and come up with creative ideas and not have mental blocks and stuff. And then I just do better and better, and that's what's actually helping me survive. But that's not my intent. I told you guys, it's always the thing you don't want, that's what you're gonna get. So like, I'm trying so hard to quit, have him fire me, something. Like, because if he fires me, I'm gonna have more time to get a new job because I'll actually have time to interview. I won't have stress and I won't get diseases like cancer, which is caused by stress. So like, basically, I'm trying to get fired so I don't have to be in the heat of the collision all the time. But then because I'm trying to, I come off so relaxed, doing everything so well, and perform so well under the pressure that I just get more and more chances. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm home, but I just thought of this. Okay. Nobody wants to hire me and nobody wants to fire me. Unhireable and unfireable is just hilarious. It's hilarious. Never in my day I would ever think that I would be unfireable. Also, one more thing. I received a call from spam and it was at 6:11 or 6:12 p.m. when I was making my coffee to go home in the kitchen of the office. And literally, I got the call from spam and I decided to just pick it up. I picked it up. Hello? 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 And it was hilarious because someone actually said hi, but then they just kept on breathing. And it was like a full-on like scream moment for me. It was like, I know what you did last summer kind of moment. It was like really funny. And I'm literally in the kitchen playing Scream with the person on the phone, like, hello, hello, hello. I literally gave one of those. And it's like literally just a person breathing. What the fuck?